Hey, what's up everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another pick a card reading. In today's reading, we are going to be taking a look into how your spirit guides are viewing you at this present moment that you are watching this video. Of course, this video, like most of my other readings, is timeless. So whenever you're watching this reading is when it should resonate for you. Okay, we do have 3 piles today. For the first pile, we have this biotite stone here with the Vow Oracle card, and I'm using the Spiritsong tarot deck for this pile. This is what it looks like. And if you want to look at the imagery, I'll pause it here so that if you guys need to pause the video, you can do so. So that's the first pile. For the second pile, we have this pyrite stone here with the Pilgrim Oracle card, and we're using the Cosmic Slumber tarot deck. This is what it looks like. You can pause the video if you need to. But that is the second pile. For the third pile, last but certainly not least, we have this Organite pyramid here with the Gem Oracle card and the Ask the Witch tarot deck, and this is what it looks like. And again, you can pause the video if you need to. All right, before we get into the reading though, I did want to take the time to thank you all for 1,600 subscribers. I know I said I was going to share with you guys, this was months ago, I think this was like the end of last year. I was going to share with you guys that I had, maybe I did share it. I had reached a milestone on my YouTube channel where I had become monetized at the end of last year. And what made it so significant, guys, is because I literally just in conversation all the time during the beginning of that year, I was saying how my YouTube channel would be monetized before the end of the year. And the channel actually got monetized, like it went through all the checks and I was approved on like December 38th. Or not 38th, there's not 38 days in December 28th. So it was like right at that cutoff. So I don't know who needs to hear this, but whatever goals or aspirations you have in life right now, just take it in stride. Pat yourself on the back, clap for yourself. You know, every time you make a small win, it doesn't matter how small it is or how insignificant it may seem for other people. Just know, let those be testaments to you, proof that, you know, God is real, proof that manifestation is real, and that whatever you want, you can achieve. You just have to put it out there in the universe with your words, your thoughts, your imagination, your heart, right? Your energy, your aura, and then do the work to follow, okay? And I guarantee you, you will receive the outcomes that you want. They may not happen immediately, but they will happen eventually over time. And usually in my own experience, it usually happens when you least expect it. You know, you put the energy out there, you put the work in, and then you just allow the universe to do its work, and they always surprise you. Okay. So again, I don't know who needs to hear that, but I just wanted to share that with you guys. Yeah, so again, we have those 3 piles today. If you need to pause the video, you can do so. Also, I wanted to say that I'm giving away 3 free readings, okay? Before I forget, 3 free readings or 3 free energy healing sessions. It's up to you if you win the free reading or the energy healing session, which one you prefer. But to enter to win, just email me at my email address. It's 11 cosmic.mirrors11@gmail.com. I'll also put it in the description box below. But just email me a screenshot of your subscription to the channel, and I'm going to be doing sort of like I'm just going to be picking names from the hat based on your email address, and I will email you back if you won. Okay. So again, to enter, you can just email me. The email is going to be in the description box below. And then I'm also doing, for a very limited time, $5 questions. So any one question for $5. And you can email me at the same email address if you are interested. And for the time being, my readings and energy healing sessions are going to be 50% off. Right now, they're currently sitting at $55 per 30 minutes for a pre-recorded session for readings, or, you know, live in-person sessions. They're currently priced at $111. So that's 50% off for the time being. I don't know when that's going to end yet, but if you are interested, now would be the time to work with me if you want. Okay. But anyways, all that information is in the description box below. We're going to go ahead and jump right on into this reading, and I will see you there. What's up, pile number one people? Those of you who chose the Spiritsong tarot deck, this was actually one of my first tarot decks. I believe it's my second tarot deck I ever owned. Well, it's the very first tarot deck I purchased in person, I'll say that much. So it was very special to me. I love this deck so much. So if you chose this pile, you guys are special. Okay. But anyways, you guys also chose this Vow Oracle card and this biotite stone. Okay. So just getting into the energy of the Vow Oracle card, because that's the card you guys were drawn to. In the book, this card alludes to, you know, those unconscious promises or vows we've made to people, places, things, ourselves. It could even, you know, go into, you know, whether those vows or promises are good or bad, because, you know, the vows to poverty have been coming up a lot for me, like energetically in the collective. Whereas like some of you guys are coming from ancestral lines where your ancestors made unconscious vows to poverty. And you guys may be like the first generation or the first people to kind of break out of this cycle, which in my ears ringing as I'm saying that. Okay, so your spirit guides, somebody's spirit guides wanted you guys to know that. Yeah, that came through really strong and clear. But also, you know, break those unconscious chains you've made to unpleasantness, you know, whether it be in the form of relationships, people who don't love us back, people who don't care for us, people who don't show us compassion, people who don't hold space for us, people who are not kind to us. Let's sever those ties. Let's undo those vows with those people. Okay. But then also let's take a look at the promises we have not kept to ourselves, the vows that we have broken that we shouldn't have. You know, I'm going to start working out every day. I'm going to stop drinking. I'm going to stop drinking as much. I'm going to stop hanging around these people. I'm going to stop doing this. I'm going to stop doing that. And then you don't. So your spirit guides are wanting you to take a look at those ties or those vows that you've made to things that are not serving you, as well as the ones that you've broken with things that are serving you or would serve you. Okay. And that's a very strong message that they wanted to get through. So you guys did choose the right oracle card. I'll say that. Let me go ahead and pull up this biotite stone and see if there's anything significant here as far as the metaphysical properties that may resonate for any of you guys. Let's see. I hate that I have to type in like metaphysical properties, because I feel like if I type in a stone, it's usually the crystal people looking these things up. Okay, self-reflection, protection, adaptability, mental clarity, emotional balance. Yeah, I can also enhance psychic abilities. Okay, so let's go ahead and get into the reading, guys. How are your spirit guides viewing you at this present moment? Okay. Some of you guys are in commitments or in relationships with people, or even just like connections with people that you may not be appreciating fully. So, because I'm saying that because of the allies and support card and then the vow card here, there may be certain people in your life who feel unappreciated or unseen by you. And they may need words of encouragement, or maybe just show them that you are in their corner, that you appreciate them, especially if these people or this person has helped you in some way. Okay, just a thank you. You're appreciated, you're valued. Just being there for people, even if you can't support them physically or materially, just reassuring people that you are there for them, that you're in their corner. Okay. Now this got mixed up, but this King of Cups was with this 10 of Pentacles. Specifically for those of you guys who are in a marriage or a committed relationship, or you're entertaining somebody, or you're serious about somebody, whether they know about it or not. This is a specific message for somebody, but you may have like vows to like some sort of scarcity mindset or fear when it comes to love and relationships. And the person you're in a relationship with, or the person you want to be in a relationship with, needs to know how you're feeling. Okay, they need to know that. They're not going to know it if you don't tell them. Okay. All right. How your spirit guides are seeing you. Okay, so you guys could be at a point in your life where you feel like you've been slowed down. You may feel like opportunities have slowed down or stopped presenting themselves altogether. Okay, you may feel like you're at a place right now where your manifestations are not happening as quickly as you would like, or at all. Okay, and I'm speaking to a group of people who may be used to things just kind of working out a certain way, working out in your favor, and you may be a little confused as to why things have slowed down to the pace that they are now. And Spirit is wanting you to ground yourself. For some of you guys, you could have a romantic partner, a very significant relationship getting ready to enter your life. Okay, whoever this person is, they have the ability to transform your financial situation overnight. Okay, and for some of you guys, that may be very significant because you could be struggling with money. Like I mentioned before, some of you guys could come from a line of ancestors who made vows to poverty. You and this person are getting ready to break this cycle. Okay. You and the person you are meant to be with, you're both on a mission in this lifetime to break ancestral or generational curses, karma, and vows to unfavorable situations. Okay. For those of you who are already in a commitment, your spirit guides are seeing you as needing to honor this person in this relationship a little more. Okay. And I feel like this is coming through because the person you're with, the person you're sharing energy with, the person you're in this connection with, feels a little unappreciated or unseen in some way. And that keeps coming through. So somebody does need to hear that. Not trying to upset anybody, but this is what your spirit guides are telling me. So, you're at a place right now, pile number one, where your spirit guides are wanting you to take a little rest. If you're feeling extra anxious right now, that could be impacting your ability to manifest. So you guys are looking around, you're more anxious about what's coming in or what you'll be able to do or not do in a more anxious way than, a self-assured or confident way. And your spirit guides are coming through to remind you, hey, wake up, you're doing fine, you're gonna make it through, you're gonna get through it. You just have to slow down. They're trying to slow you down. Really, your ancestors are, you guys may have a lot of ancestors as your spirit guides, but they want you to slow down. They want you to rest a little bit. They want you to take time out for yourself. And some of you guys may have trauma surrounding being able to relax. And this could go back to that vow to poverty. Now, some of you guys could come from families who are wealthy, but they have a poverty consciousness, a scarce mentality. And it's kind of put you in this space of anxiety when it comes to your finances and being good enough, or being able to hold on or carry on the family legacy. And so you guys may feel stressed out. You may feel guilty when you take a time to rest, or you could be in a position where you're in survival mode. You feel like if I rest, then something's not going to get paid, or, you know, my life's going to go to complete shit because I feel like it's holding on by a thread. And if I rest, then that little thread is going to break. And Spirit is saying that this is all just an illusion, you know. If anything does need to fall apart, you know, just see it as something that needs to happen anyway versus you being some sort of failure. Everything that falls apart for us is meant to teach us something, okay? So whatever needs to fall apart that you're just kind of like forcing together right now, just... your spirit guides are saying, just allow the pieces to fall where they may. You're always going to be taken care of. You're never going to go without. And they're saying, ask yourself how many times you've been forced to go without. And they're saying, I bet you can't name more than a few situations for some of you guys. And for others of you guys, you can't name any time where you've gone without. You know, and even if you've gone through a time where you had to struggle to get anything, they always came through. And they're wanting you to reflect on what you could learn from those situations or what you have learned from those situations, okay? Right now, your spirit guides are seeing you as being in need of a friend or a companion. And for a lot of you guys, that's why they're sending this person to you. If you're single, not necessarily just for that, but the timing is important. The timing is important. And I did start this reading out with that message about how, what was I saying? Manifestations, how they come in like unexpected a lot of times. We put the energy out there, we may work behind it, and then, you know, we may see slow progress, we may see fast progress, we may see it happen overnight, right? For some of us. But the timing of when this person enters your life is going to be very significant because it's going to be right when you need it. For some of you guys, it could just be a friend offering you something that you need in a time of need, okay? But because it's the 10 of Pentacles, guys, I feel like this is something permanent. It's something that can't be broken overnight. You know, it's not something that can be taken back from you. It's not something that can fall through rooted. It's very solid, and it's coming from a solid individual. Okay. Now with the Musician card here, your spirit guides are actually seeing you as being a great friend to people, a pure soul, somebody who's here to inspire other people. And you're somebody who is also very easily inspired by others. You're somebody who's seeing the beauty in things right now. They're correcting me. They're wanting you to get back to this energy. Okay. So some of you guys, I feel like you guys are kind of, there's something about you guys being on edge about something. What is it? Pile number one. What are you on edge about? Your spirit guides are laughing. Okay. Your spirit guides are laughing at you guys right now. And I feel like it's because they're seeing you as like a baby, you know. Babies cry when they're hungry. Like they have all of these mechanisms that's built into them. They're pre-wired to do certain things to let the people, their caretakers, know, you know, something's wrong, right? And the universe is seeing you in this way. Your spirit guides, the universe, God, source, creator, they're seeing you in this way. They're like, we've heard your prayers. We hear you kicking and screaming. We know that you're crying yourself to sleep at night. We know that you're stressed out about something, right? Or on edge about something, even if it's not necessarily stress, it's just a uneasy feeling. Like you're just not feeling comfortable right now. And your spirit guides are like, we know, we see you. We want you to slow down a little bit. We want you to come back to yourself. And you may be thinking, well, it's kind of hard to do that when, you know, my mind literally can't rest because I'm thinking about this thing that may not work out. And I'm terrified that this thing is not going to work out. And that may be for different reasons for different people. But there's definitely an uneasiness in this pile. So your spirit guides are seeing you as being uneasy right now. You're on edge about something, someone. All right. I wish I could give you guys advice on this, but your spirit guides, man, they're assholes. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not gonna lie to you, pile number one. They're laughing. Your spirit guides are laughing at you, pile number one. And you may be going through the most stressful time in your life, and your spirit guides are up there laughing. And this may have to do with something like that just comes in unexpected. Like I said, like they're just putting you through this, whatever it is. And then at the very last minute, it's like something just happens miraculously. Guys, why are you doing this? Why are you doing this, pile number one? Like, why put them through this? If you're just gonna, character development. They're saying character development. You're learning something through this. And that's why they can't pull you out of it prematurely. That's that thing with the timing. They were saying how whoever or whatever this is, for some of you guys it's a person, for others of you guys it's just a huge jump in your career that's going to happen unexpectedly that brings you this abundance, okay? And it can't happen prematurely because they're cooking. They're working on you right now, okay? And they're finding guys, they find this hilarious, okay? They think it's funny because they know how this is going to play out, but you don't. And that's why you're on edge. And they're just saying, just trust the process. Just trust that things are going to work out exactly the way they're supposed to, regardless of what that looks like. But they're saying, you know, we're not going to let you fall. We're not going to let this fall through. You know, you're going to make it out. You're going to be okay. All right. Let's get some predictions and some messages from spirit, okay? Now, your spirit guides are actually wanting you to be more anchored, more grounded within yourself, because whatever this is you're going through, being just firmly rooted in who you are as a person is going to help you navigate this thing a lot more smoother, okay? What messages do you guys have for pile number one? Pile number one, spirit guides. What messages do you have for pile number one? Interesting. Okay, so we have resources. Yeah, some of you guys could be stressing out over money. That's interesting that the Ten of Pentacles came out because your spirit guides see you as already abundant and wealthy. Though it may not be manifested physically, your spirit guides and ancestors already see you as abundant, okay? They see you as somebody who is capable and willing, like, of being a very stable, loyal, committed, loving, compassionate lover to somebody who is lucky, you know? But they want to make sure that you are, that this person also, you know, deserves you. What messages do you guys have for pile number one? They're saying be grateful for what you have and save something for the future. So you may be getting taught a lesson when it comes to being resourceful. So your spirit guides are saying you're learning a lesson around money for a lot of you guys. How to hold on to money, how to not overspend or, you know, spend recklessly. They're wanting you to think before you spend your money. Okay. So some of you guys may be in an uncomfortable financial situation right now because of some impulsive decisions you've made that your ancestors or your spirit guides are wanting you to reflect on, because they want you to break this cycle. They really do. They don't want this to continue. They don't want this cycle of poverty or poverty consciousness to continue within the bloodline, okay? And your ancestors keep coming through, pile number one. But what's next? Daily practice. The more you practice your new skill, the more comfortable and confident you become. Interesting. So there's that energy again. I feel like something grand is... Okay, sorry about that. So there's that energy again of like, there's something for some of you guys. You could be into music. You guys could be musicians, or you aspire to be some sort of musician. Your spirit guides are saying you're not going to get better if you don't put the time in. So, and they're saying specifically, the time is going to pass anyway. So what are you going to do with that time? It's going to pass anyway. Are you going to use that time to worry, stress out, predict the worst possible outcome for yourself? Or are you going to use the time to do something productive? Are you going to use the time to get better at something? What is it? The choice is yours. But yeah, these are messages. So, and this is a quote that I use very often, but you know, with knowledge comes confidence. And the only way you can get knowledgeable about something or master something is by putting the time in. You know, you can become a master at something by putting the hours in that's necessary into it to actually master whatever that thing is. So whatever it is for you, make sure you're putting the time, energy, and effort into mastering whatever your craft is. Nothing is off limits. I want you guys to know that nothing is off limits to you. Okay? And your spirit guides want you to know that as well. Nothing is off limits aside from the things that you don't work for. Whatever you are not willing to work for is going to be off limits to you. So clear, cancel, and release. That is interesting. At the bottom of the deck, we have do the work. What in the world, guys? What in the world? That is crazy. What do you guys need to get rid of? What do you guys need to release? For some of you guys, it's overspending. It's being, not being a good steward to your money, okay? You need to honor. They're saying honoring your money is like honoring yourself. And it's not to say like you need to hold on to every penny you get, but just be mindful, guys. And if you are somebody who's like in a scarcity mindset where you may not have troubles with money, but you have a fear of having trouble with money and you hold on to every little penny you get, you know, at your own expense, right? We have success at the bottom of the deck, choosing the right direction and actively overcoming difficulties. You are on the right track. So your spirit guides want you to know that you're on the right track. Okay. And they think this is hilarious because you guys may not feel like it. You may not feel like it. You really may not feel like it. And it's because this is, you know, it's uncharted territory for you, for a lot of you guys. Change is the natural order of things. Like I said, if something needs to be cleared out, if you're holding on to something and it's causing you more stress than good, it may be time to just let it dissolve, or, you know, just take the back seat. Put something out there, you know, do what you need to do in order to change the situation. If it doesn't work, then it just may not be meant to be, right? But put it out there anyway. You know, do it anyway. That you could be on track to doing something or creating something or putting something out there that just completely transforms your life. You know, don't get caught up in the fear of not having, or the fear of something not working out, or the fear of something falling apart. Don't get worked up in that. Work towards solutions to these things that you fear. You know, if you fear not having enough money, then put action in towards doing things that can generate more money for you, rather than focusing on the fact that you don't have enough, or you may not have enough, or you may lose it all, right? Focus more on how you can, you know, change that for the better, okay? Let's get some predictions here from your spirit guides. Avoid drama. Drama lowers your vibration, guys. Trust me, I know, because when you're dealing with low vibrational people, you kind of tap into their energy. Their energy is very obsessive, you know. And before you know it, you become just as obsessive as they are. Even though you're not even on the same playing field, you're not on the same level, you lower yourself to that person's level when you tap into their energy by way of arguments, back and forth. Just dead it before it even starts. Don't check on these people. Don't watch their pages. Don't ask other people about them. You know, if other people want to talk about these people that you have drama with or who want to have drama with you, don't even engage in those conversations. Just completely tune it out. But these are predictions. So I feel like in the future, you're avoiding drama and you're setting boundaries with people. And I feel like these boundaries are actually protecting you from drama. Okay. Even if it's not your drama, because people can bring their drama to us and expect us to have some sort of input or opinion where we don't have one or we don't want. Okay. So just be mindful of that as well. So you're making more time for yourself. We have a lot of Libra energy out here. So Libra is the energy of like partnerships, beauty, love, and things like that. I feel like you guys are going to be in a more light energy coming soon. Okay, these are predictions. So I do see more positive energy coming in for you guys. I do feel like you're going to finally take that time out to rest, meditate if you haven't been meditating. Doing things that help you clear and cleanse your energy, okay, is gonna like reset you. Okay, a lot of you guys watching this, you do need to cleanse your energy. Okay, you do need to cleanse your energy. What predictions do you have for pile number 1? I am filled with love and light. Yeah, I feel like your vibration is going to be lifting. Okay. That's interesting. Identify and remove toxic people from around you. So you guys are going to notice a huge positive shift in your life once you cut out certain people. Okay. And it's going to actually lighten the burden. It's going to allow for you to love on yourself more because you're no longer allowing people in your ear. You're no longer allowing people to distort your energy, your mind, whatever the case may be. You guys are going to be in some like hermit mode, but you guys have success twice. So just know that success is yours. It's on the way. Just continue to do the work. Don't, like when you plant a seed for a plant, you're not going to continue to check the plant every single day. I mean, you may, but you know, you're not going to keep watering it. You're not going to over nourish it, right? You're going to put it in the plant. You're going to do what you need to do to create the perfect environment for the plant to thrive, and you're going to just let it do its thing. You know, you're not going to sit there 24 hours a day and watch it, are you? Do the same, treat your manifestations the same way. You plant the seed, right? Which is your thought, your imagination, your words, you know, your vibration, your energy. You plant the seed and then you take the action, you water it by taking action, right? And then you sit back and allow things to unfold. Okay, but you're taking care of it all the while. You're continuing to do whatever you need to do to keep the thing progressing, right? If you're a musician, you're continuing to practice, or you're continuing to record and release music, you know, even if you're not getting traction on the very first few songs, even if you're not getting traction on the first 100 songs you release, okay? If you are dedicated enough. I don't think I posted it on this channel, but there was this, I forgot the name of the channel, but they did a little video on Future and how Future started off. Future started off his music career when he was very, very young. Okay. He took a lot of breaks, a lot of disappointments, you know, and money was not always good, right? And he wasn't successful until like his late 20s, early 30s. So, and now look at him, you know, like I said, success is not going to come as soon as we think it's going to come all the time. It's not going to look the way we think it's supposed to look all the time. But you also got to take into account that all that time he was mastering his sound. He was finding himself, you know, and so that made him an even more powerful artist. But that's because he was dedicated. How dedicated are you to whatever it is your craft is, whatever it is your passion is? It could just be success, living a life that looks good and feels good to you. How important is that to you? And what are you willing to sacrifice in order to get there? Okay. For a lot of you guys, it's needing to cleanse your energy from, you know, being around so much negativity. Just going to be straight up honest with you guys. A lot of you guys are surrounded by very low vibrational people who are trying to get you down. And for some of you guys, the reason why you could feel stuck, complacent, and, you know, unable to move, it's because of the people around you, to be quite frank. And you do need to cleanse your energy. Okay. All right. Yeah, so I think we're going to just leave it there. If I continue, I'm just going to end up repeating myself. If you guys resonated with this reading, don't forget to like, comment, and or subscribe. And I hope to see you guys on another reading. And again, if you would like to take advantage of the 50% off or the $5 questions or the free raffle or the free reading or free energy healing session, email me at my email address. It's 11 cosmic.mirrors11@gmail.com. That email is going to be in the description box below. Email me a screenshot of your subscription to the channel, and whether you choose the free reading or the free energy healing session, I'm just going to choose a winner randomly, and I will email you back if you are the winner. Okay, so all that being said, guys, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I hope to see you guys on another one, and thanks for watching. Hello, pile number 2 people. Those of you who chose the pyrite, stone, or crystal with the Cosmic Slumber tarot deck. And actually, what the heck? We need to cover that up. Okay, and the Pilgrim Oracle card. We're going to first jump into this Pilgrim card because, you know, it's what drew you guys in. Even we're going to also talk about the stone as well. But the Pilgrim, even in the stillness of meditation, the Pilgrim feels the movement of the heart towards what it loves. How your spirit guides are seeing you as somebody, they love your energy, pile number 2. Your spirit guides love your energy. They love your vigor for life. They love how curious you are. They love how playful you are. I feel like you guys are mostly in this light energy. I know nobody is perfect, and I know that it would be impossible to stay in light energy 100% of the time, but your spirit guides see you overall as a very light energy. Okay, they see you as very playful. They see you as somebody who is taking life in strides. Let me get this channeled message. So your spirit guides are seeing you as somebody who, you know, even if you are not traveling physically, you're always traveling astrally. You're always traveling in your mind. You guys could be very creative. You guys could be very imaginative. And or you guys could just be very well read. I like to compare, you know, learning a lot about a lot of things. It's kind of like the equivalent to traveling. If you're not able to travel, the best way to do it is by way of your mind. So staying curious, staying true to yourself always. Your life is not always going to look the way other people think it should look, because you're somebody who's always following your heart, pile number 2. And you may feel like it may get you in trouble sometimes. You may feel like you're learning a lot of lessons this way. Maybe I should be more logical and less focused on the heart. But this heart is giving you this thrill. I feel like you guys are thrilled by life. You're excited by life because every day is an adventure to you. Every day is a day to learn something new or experience something or someone new. Even with your lovers, you're interested in learning more about your lovers. You want to dive deep. You want to get to know people. You want to experience people in the most intimate forms, you know, and not just physical. But emotional, psychological. You guys are very in love with life. You're in love with what's going on around you. There's a lot of water in this pile. So I do feel like you guys are the types who are more concerned with, you know, those unseen aspects to things, the energy, the current behind things, how things are making you feel. And that's that heart-centered focus. Okay. Keep doing what it is that makes your heart sing. Keep doing what it is that keeps your energy light. Don't allow life to taint that in you. People may wonder why pile number 2 just seems to be so happy and content. You know, even if you get angry or even if you're sad, it's an energy that you don't stay in very long, is what people may sense or realize about you, pile number 2. That's how your spirit guides are seeing you, as, you know, not dwelling too much in the things that make you unhappy, and instead focusing on the things that make you happy. Okay, so for instance, I feel like for this pile, if you guys get your heart broken, you are the type who's not going to just sit and wallow and feel like life is over for you because you lost something or someone you love. You're going to focus on, okay, what's my next adventure? You guys are always seeing life as an adventure. So when one thing ends or closes for you, you're on to the next thing. Okay, so what can I do next? What can I dig my hands into next? What can I indulge in next? Okay, it's a very exciting energy. And when I was pulling cards for you guys, I just kept getting this, you know, this very light, loving energy, like almost excitement from your spirit guides. They're excited for you, pile number 2. I feel like your spirit guides enjoy being your spirit guides because they feel like they're going on these adventures with you. So you give them a time, pile number 2. And I feel like you do this for the people in your life as well. People feel like being around you is just an adventure in itself. You know, what is pile number 2 going to wear today? What are they going to talk about today? What happened in pile number 2's life today that they're going to talk about? And it's the way you share things. It's, you know, your enthusiasm. It's how you talk with conviction. It's the way you laugh, the way you smile, the way you don't hold on to things that will make you bitter. You love life, life loves you, and you love people, people love you, if nothing's wrong with them, because this is a very light energy. I'm getting very divine energy as well with the sap of the moon plants. Speaks to the subconscious. And I actually want to read about that more in the book, so just a second, guys. Nocturnal, sacred water of the unconscious. I was actually just talking about this with somebody. And I forgot what the heck we called it. The primordial waters. So you guys may want to look into that, but that's like source energy. You know, these memories of a past life. You guys could be very connected with dolphins. You guys may have been a dolphin in a past life, okay? There's a strong connection between you and dolphins. Spirit is drawing the correlation of like the way you live is very similar. Like your outlook, your perspective, your energy, like your joy, your playfulness, it's like that of a dolphin, okay? And it's interesting because you got the dolphin animal spirits, but this is something that I'm channeling that they're showing me, especially with the primordial waters, because dolphins are known to be very smart animals, okay? Ask and rest, all will be revealed. You guys may also want to watch pile number 1 just because of that. And I know I say that a lot in my readings, but honestly, guys, you can be experiencing all 3 piles, the energy of all 3 piles simultaneously. It's not exclusive, you know, with these pick-up piles. But ask and you will receive. Rest and all will be revealed. The divine loves you, pile number 2. Your spirit guides love you. They can't wait to give you the justice that you deserve. But I feel like you guys are so concerned with your peace and happiness and being in harmony with yourself and your surroundings that you're not even really focused too much on the justice aspect of things. There may be things that have gone on around you that you're not even aware of, you know, that, you know, you may have been wronged in certain situations. You didn't get the fair end of the stick in certain situations, but I feel like you guys are quick to just move on. Maybe in the moment you feel like you deserve justice, but I feel like you guys aren't the type to just dwell on that obsessively. Okay. Your karma is your ability to move on from things. Okay. That's an underrated thing or ability to have, is to be able to move on from things, because believe it or not, there are so many people in this world who don't have the ability to move on, or they feel like they don't have the ability to move on from people, places, and things that don't serve them. But, that's beautiful. Pile number 2. That's a part of your good karma. A lot of times we like to look at our good karma as things that need to manifest physically, in ways of, beautiful friendships, or love relationships, or money, or a successful career. But sometimes the good karma is a peace of mind, and I feel like that is so underrated. I don't care what you're going through, pile number 2. However bad or, unpleasant it may seem or feel, your good karma is the fact that you can make peace with whatever it is that you go through, whatever it is you're going through, and keep the faith, keep optimism. Okay? Now, staying in this energy, this light, loving, playful energy here, you're able to manifest with little effort, Spirit is saying. However, if you put a little more effort into your manifestations, you'd be a beast. Okay. Pile number 2, you would be a beast. I feel like a lot of you guys watching this, you may not even know, like, to the extent you're able to manifest. Your spirit guides are saying, take time to write certain things down when you're able to manifest them. Like, even if it's just $20 to buy something to eat, how you're able to get that. Okay. Be more intentional with what you want to call in. Now, some of you guys, you may just be completely at peace and contentment with where your life is. There's nothing you're trying to call in. You guys may be happy and satisfied with, just, I'm not going to say the bare minimum, because to you, it's everything, because I feel like for this pile, you guys are more concerned with your inner well-being than anything external. And so it's interesting. I don't feel like you guys ask for a lot. You guys just want to be comfortable, and even when you're not comfortable, you have the ability to become comfortable, and that's underrated. That's very underrated. It's a very peaceful and calm energy coming through this pile. It's a very, just taking life as it comes, not taking things too seriously, laughing things off, playing, not allowing, the unpleasantries of life to taint your spirit or make you down, Like I said, we're all humans and we all have those emotions, those fluctuations, those ups and downs, those times where we're angry, we're sad, we're crying, we're unsure, we're anxious, we're depressed, whatever the case may be. But you're the type of person, you can't settle in that energy. You refuse to settle in that energy. There's too many things, I feel like, for you, pile number 2, that you're interested in that make you happy and bring you joy, for you to ever just sit and dwell in the things that don't make you happy and don't bring you joy. You're just going to take your energy to the things that do bring you joy. Okay, people, places, and things. How your spirit guides are seeing you as you're calling in things to you that you're manifesting your dream life. Pile number 2 is how your ancestors, your spirit guides are seeing you. They're happy for you. You're taking karma into your own hands and way of, maybe I wasn't dealt the best hand in life, but I can change this for myself, or I may not have been treated well in relationships, but, maybe it's because I wasn't treating myself well. You know, there's that self-reflection there. What can I learn from these experiences? Maybe I need to be alone for a little bit. And in this rest, you know, I'm hearing growing more at home within yourself, more comfortable within yourself. And I feel like that's a lot of this Ten of Pentacles energy. It's happening naturally for you guys. Because I feel like the more yourself you become, pile number 2, the more easy it is for you to attract the things that you need to survive in this world. And I don't feel like you guys are the types to ask in excess. Like, I need to be able to buy designer bags every time the season changes. I need to be able to, you know, live a luxurious lifestyle. You know, I feel like you guys aren't the types of people who are asking for all of that. I feel like you wouldn't complain if you got it, but I feel like you guys are just more concerned with your peace. Okay? And whatever that looks like. You know, if the yacht and the designer bags and clothes are going to bring me stress, I don't want it, you know? I want to be light. I want to be playful. I want to enjoy my life. I want to be comfortable. You know, I feel like that's you, pile number 2. That's how your spirit guides are seeing you. You have a lot of good karma. Okay? And like I said, that may not always show up physically, but mentally, spiritually, it's very good. Very good. Okay? Now some people may call this disassociation, but you guys have the ability to kind of take your mind in a more pleasant place when you're experiencing unpleasantness. Okay? And I feel like that's the thing that keeps you going, pile number 2. I feel like you guys are always like purifying yourself. And so it's almost like, you know how like I was watching something, I don't know if it was like a meme, like a short video, but they were talking about how like animals kind of like shake things off, and it's like their way of like resetting their nervous system or something like that. You guys may want to look into that, but I feel like that's kind of like, there's something that you do, pile number 2, that you may not even be completely aware of, that kind of like resets your nervous system after you've experienced something unpleasant. Okay? I don't know what that may be. For some of you guys, it could literally just be you bathing. Is like, you guys cleanse your energy whenever you bathe, okay? Which is, I know that may sound odd for some of you guys, but that's what I'm getting. Like, there's something like that you do that you're not aware of, like something you do daily, and you know, it helps you keep this energy balanced, you know? Okay, so let's get some messages from your spirit guides. We just want some messages, some predictions, and then we'll close the reading. You guys could be getting ready to travel. Okay, now this could be a dream of some of you guys. Like, you want to travel, you like to travel, you like to experience new places, people, and things. That's getting ready to come up for you guys. And with partnership here, you could be going with somebody. Okay, I'm hearing Aquarius, Libra, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. That could be you or the person you are connecting with. We also have water out here, Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer. Okay, so joining forces with business partners for win-win cooperation. Prioritize your connections. Take time to recharge. What I'm also getting, I feel like this situation is going to kind of arrange itself some way for you, pile number 2, because I feel like this is your spirit guides telling you to do this, but I feel like they're going to arrange for something to happen anyway. But they want you to take time, essentially, and to make sure that you're nourishing and protecting the connections in your life that are important to you. You guys could be already connecting with somebody who's very vital and important to your life. Make sure you're communicating your feelings with people where you see appropriate and fit, obviously. Deserving. You, like all of God's children, deserve happiness, health, and love. Yeah. So yeah, you guys are this loving, beautiful energy. Don't forget to, you know, love on yourself. Okay. Okay, so we have blocks lifted. Previous obstacles came from fear and they are now lifted away. Again, like I say, you guys may want to watch pile number 1 as well. Okay, now let's get some predictions here. Let's get one more message from your spirit guides, actually, and then we'll get predictions. What other messages do you have for pile number 2? Opportunity and change. I'll take that as a prediction as well. Power and intention. Like I said, you guys are very powerful manifestors, pile number 2. And I don't feel like you guys really know, like, to the extent, like, how powerful you are when it comes to that, okay? Let's get some predictions. Changes. Opportunity and changes. There's definitely some significant changes coming to you guys, and we literally have process your feelings at the bottom of the deck. And I just said, you know, make sure you're sharing your feelings with people. Some of you guys may have people that you need to communicate your feelings with about something. Some of you guys are afraid of what change may come about if you confess these feelings to this person, but you are deserving, and that may come from like self-doubt issues. And I hope you guys aren't like in that energy, or you don't feel like you deserve certain things, because you're a very beautiful energy, pile number 2, and your spirit guides love you to pieces, okay? So don't ever feel like you aren't deserving of that kind of love in the human form from a human person, because you are. Believe in your good luck and unleash your kindest self for your predictions. And then we have detoxify at the bottom of the deck. And then let's get one more from this deck. Stillness. Interesting. In pile number 1, we got the solitude card. We have wisdom at the bottom. And look at that. We have take a step back and then stillness. So, and there's more water energy here. Like, you guys definitely could be, you're very emotional people, pile number 2. You're very, very, very connected to your emotions and your feelings. You guys are growing wiser from your experiences, and I feel like your emotions, your feelings are teaching you a lot about yourself at this present moment that you may not have been aware of previously. It's your spirit guides are wanting you to kind of take a back seat to your life for a second, you know, and just put things into perspective. What it is you're trying to call in, why it is you're trying to call it in, what you're actually feeling about things, what you're actually feeling about people, and, you know, placing people, places, and things accordingly based on those feelings. Don't deny your feelings, pile number 2. Your feelings are not going to lie to you, especially for this pile, because you guys are very high vibrational. You're not operating from a space of trauma or toxicity. So your feelings are very accurate. Whatever you're feeling or picking up and sensing from other people is going to be accurate, because you're very in tune with your own energy. Okay, so process those feelings that you need to process and place people, places, and things where they need to be in your life, okay? And as I'm saying that, intuition and downloads, that's crazy, okay? I feel like your confidence in your intuitive gifts is going to be strengthened, you know, as a prediction, because you're already there. Like, you're already tapped in and in tune with yourself, like your feelings and things. But I feel like there's more confidence that's going to be coming in as far as like your belief in it, okay? Yeah, so I feel like you guys are going to be more kind to yourself. I do see a lot of good luck and expansion coming in for you guys, though. But you do need to detoxify or purify your circle, your like the people around you, I feel like, more so than yourself. All right, but that's not a strong message, so it may only be for a few people. But you do need to get rid of this energy here, pile number 2, that energy of fear, feeling like, yeah, have confidence in your creations, trust in the power of God's creativity, which is being manifested through you. Manifestation, expectations, offerings, okay? Have confidence in yourself, pile number 2. Do what it is that's going to make you happy at the end of the day, and stop worrying about what it may look like to other people, and just tap more into your feelings, because you guys, I love your energy, pile number one. Tap more into that and just be that, and it's going to lead you exactly where you need to go, because you have good karma on your side for being a good person, genuinely, you know, and you're already calling in this success. You're already doing it. You just need to take away that fear of not being good enough or not being accepted, okay? Or not being deserving, because you are, and it's in the cards. It's very clearly in the cards and the energy here that you are a genuinely decent, kind person, okay? All right, so we're gonna leave it there, pile number two. If you guys resonated with this reading, don't forget to like, comment, and or subscribe. And like I mentioned before, you know, I am doing that free 3 readings. I'm giving away 3 free readings or energy healing sessions. Which one is up to you? But you can email me at 11cosmic.mirrors11@gmail.com. It will also be in the description box below. And you can also take advantage of the opportunity I have going on now with the $5 one questions. So that, and then 50% off my regular services, which are at $55 and $111 at the present moment. So that's 50% off. If you guys are interested, email me. But if this is where we part ways, guys, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel if you have not already. And I hope to see you guys on another one. Bye. Hello, pile number 3. Last but certainly not least, this is going to be your reading. Those of you who chose the gem card with the Ask the Witch tarot deck and this Organite pyramid, this is going to be your reading. Let's go ahead and jump into this. All right, first we're going to start with the gem, because that's the oracle card you were drawn to. Some of you guys may have chosen the pile for the deck, or the Organite triangle, or sorry, Organite pyramid. Where did that come from? Okay. All right. Anyways, so the gem, guys, the inner treasure. There are infinite names for the gem. It is also known as the jewel, the star, the talent, the gift, the gold. One thing for certain is that it is found deep within within a substance that is very much unlike it. So, you know what, guys? How your spirit guides are seeing you is a diamond in the rough. Okay, some of you guys you may have grown up in an environment, grown up around people, whatever your circumstances, whatever circumstances you come from or you currently find yourself in, you're unlike it. Okay, you're unlike the people there. You're unlike, you just don't look like you fit in there. You don't fit in wherever you are. You don't fit in there. Wherever you come from, you don't fit in there. You know, and it was this way for a reason. If you're somebody who grew up in poverty, if you're somebody who grew up in an abusive household, if you're somebody who grew up with toxic family members, if you're someone who grew up in a small town where people don't really do much with themselves or their lives, no shade, because everybody has their own journey, but you know, just growing up in certain environments, right? You were meant to experience those environments or those people to mold you into the resilient, tough-skinned person that you are now. Okay, Spirit is saying they had to surround you around a bunch of vultures, around a bunch of snakes, around a bunch of nastiness, even if it's just the circumstances, like extreme poverty for some of you guys, growing up with a single parent or no parents, you know. My heart actually just broke when I said that. Like, some of you guys may have grown up with no parents, okay? Whatever circumstances you may have found yourself in, either in the past or currently, it's serving its purpose to kind of shape you. It's molding you, you know. Diamond in the rough is what came to mind, and that's one of the quotes that's in the book for this gem. So, you know, automatically, and if you take a look at this imagery here, you know, everything behind this gem, it's like, it looks like maggots. It's just black and white, right? And then here's this colorful thing, this colorful stone popping out there, and that's you guys. I don't care what your circumstances are right now, pile number 3. You're not meant to stay there. You're not meant to stay wherever you are, you know, or you weren't meant to stay in wherever environment you come from or whatever family you came from. You weren't meant to stay there. Sometimes, you know, this is one of my favorite, you know, quotes. I don't know the entire quote verbatim, but you know, sometimes we're born into certain families or maybe even adopted into certain families for a certain period of time. You know, it's something our souls wanted to experience or needed to experience at that time. And then we go off, we grow up to be adults, and we create new families that are more in alignment with who we are. You know, we don't have to identify so strongly with the family that is related to us, either by blood or even through like adoption, you know, because I know not every situation, you know, where you're adopted works out like a fairy tale. You know, that's not always the case. Everybody's just a human. We're all figuring things out. And sometimes, you know, you can be placed in a home with people who aren't the greatest. Okay. Or even if you were just an orphan, you felt unloved for most of your life. You know, the divine makes no mistakes. I want you guys to understand that God makes no mistakes. So whatever you've experienced in your life was meant to teach you something. And the love of God is unconditional, you know, and the purpose of this life is to learn as much as we can and shed as much as we can that is not in alignment with us, so that when we pass away from this earthly existence, we can ascend to the heavens. Okay, if you have too much stuff weighing you down and too many attachments to the earthly realm, you're not going to be able to break that barrier and ascend when you pass over. You'll be trapped here in the earthly plane, you know. And so God, because God loves us so much, he gives us these chances time and time again. Sometimes we have to repeat lives, okay, in order to get things right. But if you're watching this pile number 3, just know that your soul came here to experience a certain type of lesson. And I feel like it has something to do with abandonment. So a lot of you guys in this pile, I feel like you grew up in family dynamics that weren't so normal, you know, in whichever way. You know, maybe your parents were poor. I'm repeating myself, but you know, poor, abuse can look like anything: emotional, physical, essay, you know what I'm talking about, anything like that. Like, it wasn't ideal. You know, your family did not look like, when you turn the TV on, it didn't look like the Cosbys. It didn't look like, what was that one show? I used to watch it all the time, The Wonder Years. It didn't look like that. Like, it wasn't normal. Okay. And even if it was like you were adopted into a very loving family, the fact that you had to be adopted, your life started off different than the average person. And when I'm saying that, like, it hurts. Like, my heart is breaking when I say that. Some of you guys may have been separated from your biological parents at a young age, okay? And even if you were adopted into a loving home, you know, this is something that I actually went through as well. There's something inside of you, you know, knowing what you know, like, these are not my biological parents. And then growing up around people who did get to grow up with their biological parents, even if it was just one of them, it's a certain type of feeling as a child that you get, you know. I mean, it doesn't necessarily, I didn't identify it as abandonment. I didn't know that that's what that feeling was. But if you had to experience that at any point in your life, you know exactly what I'm talking about. That's interesting, because I don't think about the fact that I was adopted very often. I don't. It's actually a part of my journey that is not consciously affecting me. It may be unconsciously affecting me, but not consciously. It's not something I don't think about. But some of you guys may be struggling with this consciously. What the hell? What am I trying to say? Consciously? I don't know. In your waking thoughts. It's not something subconscious. You're thinking about it in your waking thoughts. Okay. Now, for others of you guys, like I said, there's just something out of the ordinary with your family dynamic, and it's going to be different for each and every one of you guys. But yeah, you were meant to stand out. You were meant to be different. And, you know, not everybody who grows up in those situations or goes through those situations, because some of you guys, it could just be something you're going through currently, not necessarily childhood stuff, is able to learn from it. You know, they're not able to take the lesson and become better people because of it. Some people get stuck in the emotional aspect of it. I don't know what I'm trying to say here, but anyways, you guys chose the gym, and that's what I'm getting here. It's like you're just something about your environment now or in the past where it's just like you were different all along. You were different, okay? And your circumstances had to shape and mold you into the person that you are or that you are becoming, okay? With the stingray coming out here, guys, you may be at a pivotal point in your life, especially with deception and trickery out here. You're growing a backbone. You're growing a spine, is how your spirit guides are seeing you. You could becoming more aware of the deception around you. Some of you guys may have been lied to like your whole childhood. Like, I feel like I'm getting the sense of like certain revelations coming to you about, it could be about family members, it could be about friends, childhood friends, an emphasis on that, people you've grown up with, certain mindsets, certain beliefs you've been conditioned to accept without thought. You're realizing that a lot of the people around you have been lying to you or did lie to you. There's something that was not, something that was made to look like something it was not, okay? And it was done to keep you in a box. And this is something that you're being made aware of. Like, these people, if they really meant well for me, would not be trying to deceive me in this way or trick me in this way. And, you know, people can love you and want the best for you, but because they're so traumatized and they don't know any better, they can't really teach anybody else any better, if you know what I mean. That may be the case for some of these people that you're starting to question, but you're realizing you don't fit in with these people. You know, there's something deep within you that knows that you're destined for more. And you're going to be that person from that group of people, pile number 3, that does branch out and do way more. You're going to do things that people thought that you would never be able to do. I just want you guys to know that. And your spirit guides are helping you along the way. And part of what your spirit guides are helping you with right now is unmasking a lot of these people who've been holding you back, pile number 3. Okay? And this is to get you to move. Okay, this is that moment where you realize, I don't have to accept this sort of lifestyle. I don't have to accept mediocrity. I don't have to accept dying in my hometown or sticking around a certain area or city because my family is there, because I grew up with a lot of the people there and it's familiar. One of these cards actually talks about, you know, familiarity. Branching away. Yeah. Unpredictability, hazardous. Yeah. Your spirit guides are seeing you as getting ready to make some sort of courageous decision here based on yourself out of a situation. Some of you guys are reflecting back on a situation where you're like, dang, I almost didn't make it out of that situation. That situation almost damn near destroyed me. That situation could have altered the trajectory of my life forever in a negative way. Some of you guys are looking back on certain situations like that with certain people that you may have believed, certain people that, you know, may have set you up in some way or just did not have your best intention. So it's like, for example, it's like having you just riding around with a person, like you're going this place, you're going that place, you're spending a lot of time with somebody. And then you find out that that person actually hated you and was low-key trying to put you in positions to self-destruct. Okay. For example, this could be like going out with certain people and getting blacked out drunk, or I'm going to put that in quotations because sometimes, you know, it's not even the alcohol. You could be getting drugged, for instance. And I'm sorry if that's a sensitive topic for some people, but it happens, you know, and you find out like this person is doing this to you on a consistent basis, or, you know, every time you go out with them. And it's like, you would keep doing it if nothing presented itself to let you know, like, this person doesn't have your best interest. Once you're presented with that, you start reflecting back on certain situations with this person. You're like, you know, that was really an uncomfortable situation I was faced with this person. I could have died. I could have been paralyzed. Like, I could have been in jail for the rest of my life. Like, it's just certain things like that where people set you up to kind of like self-destruct or crash out, if you will. I know this because I've had these realizations before, you know. It really puts things into perspective, because when it's happening, you're not thinking that person would do that to you. But then when certain things are presented to you, you know, about that person's character or what they could be doing behind your back or other people's backs, you kind of take that step back, like, whoa, well, if they could do that to this person, or, you know, I'm noticing that this person actually does this and I feel this way around this person, and something's really off with them. And then you start thinking back on things where it's like, yeah, I think this person was trying to take me out in some kind of way. You know what I mean? I think this person was trying to get me to self-destruct in some way, shape, or form. It's kind of like that. I don't know why I'm shuffling cards, guys. There's definitely something here with, like, I told y'all, like, generational stuff, ancestors, ancestral line, generational shift. There could be people in your family who have been deceiving you, pile number 3, so that you will continue down some sort of path that leads nowhere. These people aren't concerned with bettering themselves. A lot of the times it's because they can't see better for themselves. So I'm not going to be too hard on people, but sometimes it literally is jealousy. I can't see anything for myself. I don't want you to have anything good either, you know, because who are you to have good things and I don't have good things? And they're not realizing that the reason why they don't have good things is because their heart isn't good. Their heart isn't pure. Their intentions aren't pure. They have a lot of work to do on themselves, and they're trying to destroy other people, and they're wondering why good things don't come for them. Good things aren't meant for them. Not at the point that they are in life right now. But instead of trying to look at themselves and address what it is that's repelling good things from them, they'd rather pull other people down with them. Okay? Yeah, there was definitely somebody around you guys. And I feel like your spirit guides have successfully led you away from this person, or out of this situation, or out of this area. Because it could be like a whole area, like where you're living at, where it's like people just always being weird towards you or trying to set you up in some kind of way. Like, or it's just like a bad neighborhood where it's like, you know, you just don't feel safe. There's always bad things happening. You know what I mean? Your spirit guides are leading you out of this. They're actually really proud of you, pile number 3, because they're saying that they didn't even have to do too much. You know, sometimes our spirit guides will come in because we're just so disobedient. We just don't freaking listen. And something terrible has to happen before we're like, oh, that's the feeling I've been feeling this whole time. That's why I've been feeling off, or feeling like I need to walk away from the situation, because it wasn't for me, right? All right, sorry about that, pile 3. Per usual, the camera battery died. All right, so we're going to pick up where we left off, I think. Actually, I was going to read what this card was when the camera shut off. The quickening is inside of you and speaks of the time just preceding birth. Whatever you are giving birth to at this time can be assisted by gathering your friends around you for the needed support. The powwow card is marking a time of calling in your markers. You may need assistance or just a friend to be a sounding board. Your focus will become clearer, and you may receive the boost you need just from an encouraging word or two. So, Your spirit guides are seeing you as a supportive person to a lot of people. However, you may not have this same support from other people. In fact, people may be purposely saying and doing things to take shots at your confidence or make you feel bad about yourself or make you feel like you're not worthy of something. I don't feel like this energy is being reciprocated to you guys, just because we have a lot of negative cards, and then we have the gem here, which represents somebody that is standing out, you know, and there's a lot of toxicity going on there, right? Because we have the Star card, the Wheel of Fortune, and the Temperance card, with the Four of Cups, I feel like this is divine protection through some sort of rejection from whatever community, whatever circle this is, whatever person this is. God is getting you right up on out of there. Your spirit guides are getting you right up on out of there. They're saying like it's run its course. Whatever this is, this relationship, this job, this person, this place, this thing, this group of people, it's run its course, pile number 3. And your spirit guides are slowly but surely leading you away from this person, place, or thing. And whatever it is, it's not good for you. I want you guys to know that. The abysmal, danger, insecurity, overwhelm, unpredictability, hazardous conditions, dark emotions, facing fear, courage. I feel like some of you guys are surrounded by really, really dark individuals, or a really, 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 really dark person. Okay, who is operating in their shadow 100%. There's not even a little bit of light in this person, okay, that they're operating from. I'm not saying it's completely absent, but they're ignoring whatever light they may have inside of them, and they're completely operating in their shadow. And this person may encourage you to do things that are not for your highest good. They may provoke you to do things that are not in your highest good, like fights, arguments, bringing your vibration down, random hookups, excessive drinking, excessive substance use. It gets you spiraling in a cycle, and before you know it, it's so hard to even unwrap yourself from whatever this tangled web is and get out. So if you guys are around somebody like this, it's very important that you become aware of the signs, the red flags, and don't ignore them. You know, I do feel like you guys are being protected from this person, this energy, whatever it is. But and I do feel like you guys are listening, because there's this strong sense like your ancestors or your spirit guides are proud. Your ancestors maybe too, because I feel like your ancestors have been trapped in some sort of cycle generationally, and you may have some ancestors who have passed over who are looking at things from hindsight, and they're kind of helping assist you not make the same mistakes they did. So if you feel like a certain calling to a certain location, you feel a certain calling to do a certain thing, to be in a certain type of relationship with a certain type of person, to make a certain amount of money, to drive a certain car, whatever the case may be for you, that is something that's it's something that's been built inside of you. Now, this could be something that's been passed down to you. You know, your ancestors maybe aspired for more, but they never got to realize it. Or like I said, they're looking at things from hindsight, and they're trying to help you navigate this life and steer you off of the course that they may have taken when they were alive. Okay. They want you to change the game. You guys are meant to break a really bad generational curse, guys. And so if you're hanging around family members who are still operating in this low vibrational energy, it's time to separate yourself. Okay. And I do feel like this curse, whatever it is, it has a lot to do with like sensuality, maybe too many random hookups, or too many hookups in general with different people. You're mixing up your energy, guys. You're taking on certain people's energy. You may not know them that well. Or they may not even be good people, even if you've known them for some time. It could just be something you're doing for fun, but this is not for fun. This is not for play, pile number 3. You have to be more intentional and careful with who you're sharing your energy with. And notice how you feel after interactions with certain people. Do you feel more inspired? Do you feel energetic, like you can go out and conquer the world? Or do you feel drained? Do you feel insecure? Do you feel less of yourself after interacting with or being intimate with certain people? Pay attention to those feelings, because they don't lie, okay? Especially when you're doing something that's against who you are as a person. And I've done this. I've been there. You know, it's only happened one time, but it only took one time for me to know this is not the lifestyle for me. You know, that you barely know. Or, you know, that's just never been for me. I tried it one time and I didn't like it. You know, I'm very big on energy. And that may be you, pile number 3, but this may be manifesting in different ways for you, such as like the excessive drinking, drugs, whatever the case may be for you, just arguments, fighting, drama, gossip, bullying, whatever the case may be for you. Like you find yourself doing things that are just not in your character. And after it happens, you kind of find yourself kind of like sitting in that energy a little bit longer than you want to. It's like, I didn't even have to be here. If I hadn't argued with that person, or if I didn't get myself involved in this drama with this person, then I wouldn't be feeling like this right now. It's taking up my time, my energy, and whatever the case may be. And it's like, after a certain amount of time, that just becomes who you are, because you're trapped in some sort of cycle, you know, and then you have to work your way back up out of that negative energy. And your spirit guides are trying to help prevent that. You know, they're trying to help prevent it becoming any worse than what it is. I feel like you guys are already motivated to get away from whatever this environment is anyway. I just feel that. Your spirit guides are helping you tap more into your divine sensuality, what it actually feels like on an energetic level, on an emotional level, on a mental level, to be intimate with a person or people who are actually vibrating at a higher level or at the same level you are. Because I feel like you guys are very high vibrational people, pile number 3. Even if you're not extremely high vibrational, you at least are deeper than a lot of the people you're surrounding yourself with. You see things a lot different. You see things deeper than surface level. And it takes a lot for you to connect with somebody, you know, in a sensual way. I feel like it's a lot mental for you guys. Whereas you could be hanging around a lot of people who are just very body based, very physical. They don't think too much about what they're doing before they do it. They don't have many feelings afterwards. Whereas you're going to ponder on the situation. You're going to assess the situation. You're going to assess everybody involved. And you're going to dwell on it for a little bit. You're dealing with people who don't think that deep, okay? And so what works for them is not going to work for you, okay? So you got to stay true to yourself. Your spirit guides are seeing you as honoring your physical vessel, okay? So yeah, cutting out the drinking, the substance use, the random hookups for some of you guys, not sleeping enough is a big one. Not eating well. Before I even sat down to record your reading, like I just kept wanting to eat junk. So some of you guys need to be more mindful of what you're putting in your body. You know, everything in moderation. Okay. Because I do feel like there's a lot of temptation around you guys, and you may be tempted to do things that aren't really in your character, if I'm going to be completely honest. And some of this could have to do with like people pleasing. Or, you know, junk food. Everybody ate junk food. I ate junk food growing up. And I'm fine. I'm not unhealthy, right? And then you feel like you can just keep doing that. Or lack of exercise, lack of sunlight, whatever the case may be, you know, not caring for yourself mentally, spiritually, you know, because it wasn't the norm growing up. You never saw anybody doing it. But the change starts with you guys, pile number 3. And I feel like you guys are motivated now more than ever to set things in motion for yourself, to move in a different direction. I feel like you're being called that way. You're being called to do something different for yourself. And this is coming through like divine intervention, divine healing is coming through for you guys. You guys are healing on a cellular level. And I don't think you guys are really quite aware how deep this is going for you guys. Some of you guys could heal through sensual encounters with a person that you love. It has to be pure love though. That's not going to resonate for everybody, but some of you guys are healing through intimate moments with a healer or somebody who's deeply in love with you, or you're deeply in love with them, and it's a different experience. And I feel like it's changing your perspective on love and relationships, if I'm being completely honest, is how you're ancestors or spirit guides are seeing you. Ancestors keep showing up. So some of you guys, your spirit guides are some of your ancestors, okay? I do feel like how your spirit guides are seeing you is they put you through certain situations with certain people who are below you. And I don't say that in a negative, nasty way, but they were, guys. They just weren't on your level energetically, vibrationally, mentally, the way they saw the world, their perception. Y'all weren't on the same level, if I'm going to be completely honest. And I feel like you allowed yourself to be deceived by these types of people for a long time. And now your ancestors are seeing you as growing some sort of backbone to stand up to some of these people. You may be the one doing the rejecting right now. Okay. If you're being rejected by other people, understand it's for a divine purpose. It's actually divine intervention that you're being rejected by these people. You're being saved from something, and it's very negative. Okay. Especially with the darkness here. And yeah, you guys, you're surrounded by snakes, guys. Snakes, maggots, monitoring spirits, people who want to be around you to get the tea on you, the scoop on you, so that they can go tell other people and cause drama in your life. Okay. You're healing though. You're seeing deeper than this. I feel like some of you guys are deeply in love with somebody. Okay. I almost want to like cry, guys. I want to say like this is how your spirit guides are feeling about you. And yes, they are. They love you guys. Pile number 3. But I feel like your heart is like beating out of your chest for somebody. Okay. And whoever this person is, this may not resonate for all of you guys, but whoever this person is, they're helping you heal. Okay. They're helping you heal and remove yourself from certain people, places, and things. They're helping you open your eyes and connect with your own sensuality in a different way, in a way that you haven't before. Okay. They're proud of you. Your ancestors are proud of you. Your ancestors in specific. And it's because there's something here, guys. There's something generational that your ancestors are feeling or have felt shame for, that they weren't able to break, or that they got themselves tangled up in the first place, which kind of set the pace for generations to come. And they're wishing they had done things better, you know, when they had the chance to, you know. I'm hearing some of these are ancestors who can't transition over to their next life or their next phase until they correct something with you. So some of your ancestors have been assigned as your spirit guides to help correct some of their karma, their negative karma. Okay. Yeah. With the summer card here, I feel like you guys have a very optimistic energy. Pile number 3 is how your spirit guides are seeing you. You could have a lot of enthusiasm for the things that you want to do in life, a lot of positive outlook on the things you want to accomplish. With the summer card, they actually encourage you to write it down with all the enthusiasm you have as you're feeling it, and just let it flow on paper. How beautiful life feels to you, how beautiful you want your life to feel to you. What does your dream life look like and feel to you? Don't worry about anybody else, because the people you're around, they're not going to give you the best advice anyway, because they're not your people. And I mean that in the most humble, loving way possible, pile number 3. But sometimes we have to realize that the people we're used to, the people we're comfortable with, they just are not our people. Okay. It may be meant for us to start over somewhere else. Okay. Now that's not to say everybody around you is negative and is out to get you, and you shouldn't trust anybody at all. But it's to say that, you know, you guys should know who it is around you who is for you and who is not. Okay. Because there's definitely some negativity around you, pile number 3. And some of you guys may feel bad because you've been rejected by some of these people. Don't feel bad. Like I said, the Temperance is here with the 4 of Cups, guys. This is divine intervention. Okay, that's divine intervention. Don't worry about what you may miss out on, or who's not inviting you where, and who's, you know, friends with who and who's going out with who, and how you haven't been invited out nowhere, or how somebody doesn't want to talk to you. Don't worry about that. Understand that was God's plan anyway, to separate you from whoever this is. Don't be so focused on, these 3 cups here that don't have anything in them, that you miss out on the cup that divine is trying to hand you in order to jumpstart this healing process for you. Some of you guys are being forced into solitude because you need to learn how to temper your own energy so that you're not so easily influenced by other people. Okay, especially with the Stingray card out here, which talks about, having a backbone, a spine. With the Star and the Wheel of Fortune, your wishes, or how your spirit guides are seeing you, is your wishes are manifesting, or they're getting ready to manifest. Okay, and it's because you're doing the work on yourself internally, even if you've been forced to do it. All right, so let's get some messages from your spirit guides. Let's get some messages from the spirit guides. What do you have for pile number 3? Spirit guides, what do you have for pile number 3? All right, so one day we're going to be able to finish an entire reading on the camera. One day. The battery died again, and I cannot wait for that to charge again, or I'm just going to end up not finishing this reading, and I really want to. But anyways, pile number 3, you got I am becoming a better person every day. You're divinely guided, pile number 3. From birth, you've been divinely guided. Certain things were placed on your path, like I said, to make you a stronger, more resilient person. And I feel like a lot of you guys in this pile, your heart has grown more with compassion for other people, with the things you've been through, versus becoming more bitter. You have a softness for other people. And I feel like a lot of this comes from certain feelings you felt as a child growing up and wanting somebody around you to show love in some way. And you've become that person. Okay. And I think that's so beautiful, pile number 3, that you've chosen that. But it's time to allow yourself to be loved. It's time to allow yourself to be surrounded by people who know how to show you the same compassion, love, and genuine and authenticity. Sorry, I don't know why I couldn't talk just now. All right. And then at the bottom, we have I can embrace change. And I was getting a channeled message as I was setting my phone up to finish this video. Um, some of you guys are afraid of the feelings that you may have for somebody and what that may mean for your life. Okay. Um, some of you guys may be afraid to be with somebody, and some of you guys are afraid of your feelings for somebody. It could be a mixture of both. Um, but my heart chakra, like I feel this energy in my heart chakra. It's so big and expansive, but there's also this nervousness there because some of you guys, like this card says, I can embrace change. I am becoming a better person every day. You may not feel like you can take on this love as a challenge. You're looking at it as a challenge. Okay. And it's because this love may require certain changes that you may feel like you may not be able to do, right? Or it's just very unfamiliar and you wouldn't know how to manage it. What would it mean to be in a relationship with this person? What would it mean to accept my feelings for this person? I feel like these feelings are new for some of you guys. You've never felt this way about a person before. And so it's different. It may scare you. It may be forcing you to make these changes that you're just making naturally, but it's like I'm becoming more aware of certain things and it's causing me to question certain things, and as a result I'm changing certain things, and I'm not necessarily doing it on purpose, but certain things are just not making sense anymore. You know what I'm saying? Um, and you may be afraid because you feel like it's been awakened because of some sort of feelings for a person. Okay. That's for some of you guys. All right. So let's get some more messages from your spirit guides and some predictions. Let me go ahead and put this here. What additional messages do you have for pile number 3? Take a step back. Ease and grace. Yeah, just go with the flow of things, guys. Don't put a break on something that you feel naturally, okay? Power and intention. You may need to take a step back and really reassess the situation. Whether it's love related, relationships, like any type of relationship, where your life is right now, where you want it to be, and get intentional with it. What am I doing on a day-to-day basis that's helping me get closer to this goal, right? And stop putting the brakes on things that are coming to you naturally. For instance, if this has something to do with love for some of you guys, instead of running away from those feelings, confront them head on. If you need to take a step back, if you need to be in solitude for a moment while you process those feelings and make sense of them, like, wow, I'm really in love with this person, then just do that. But after that, get clear on what you want to do about it. Okay? And then act on it. Go with the flow of things. Don't, you know, force things any type of way. You don't want to force it anything in any way, you know? You want to be clear on how it is you feel and what action it's inspiring you to take. Okay. Predictions. Find a balance. Full moon in Libra. Let your fears dissolve. Yeah. Okay. You have to stop being afraid of yourself. When you're afraid of your emotions, you're really afraid of yourself, guys. That's really yourself you're afraid of. Are you afraid of yourself? What predictions do you have for pile number 3, please, spirits? Spirit guides of pile number 3. What predictions do you have for them, if any? Security. Now, you guys, you're going to find your security. I feel like your apprehensiveness to whatever change this is, it's due to some sort of insecurity you feel. You're going to be validated. Okay? Once you take that action, something's going to happen where you feel validated. Like, this is the right decision. I made the right decision to do this. Your feelings are going to be validated. And it's going to bring you that sense of balance within yourself that you've been desperately craving. But the reason why you're craving it so much right now is because these feelings are very intense for you. And you're not allowing yourself to feel them or process them. And that's why you feel imbalance. Release blocks. Yeah. Face your fears. Yeah. These are the predictions, but I'll also take it as advice that you need to go ahead and release these blockages, this fear that you have, okay? Because a lot of this feeling stuck and blocked that you have is really just your own mind getting in the way. Okay, what advice do you have? Not advice, what predictions do you have? Pile number 3. Your spirit guides almost don't want to like give me any predictions. It's more so messages for you, pile number 3. Guardian angel. Wow, I told you guys, at least one of your ancestors is on a mission with you guys, okay? Excessive gambling can lead to dangerous consequences. Don't risk too much. Like I said, if you're around people who are just doing too much, don't crash and burn with them, okay? You have to, even if this has to do with your money, yourself. You know, some of you guys, like I said, there's something generational here that keeps looping. It's up to you. Some of you guys need to save money, okay? Some of y'all need to save and stop spending so much. Okay. Some higher power protects you from difficulties and misfortunes. Trust your guardian angel. You guys are so protected in this pile. You guys have no idea. Your spirit guides will literally come in and force people to reject you, force people to not want to be around you, so that you are not indulging in low vibrational behaviors with these people. They're not meant for you. Okay. But also, I feel like your spirit guides do a very good job at unmasking people at the right time for you guys so that you can make the best decision for yourself. Because a lot of people who wear masks will keep lying to us, and they'll keep lying to us. They'll never tell us the truth. Sometimes divine intervention has to happen in order for these people to be honest. Okay. But your spirit guides come in and they're like, no, you're not about to be lying to my pile number 3. You're not about to do that. You're not about to be trying to have my pile number 3 out here crashing and burning with you, okay? It's not gonna happen. You're very precious to your spirit guides. Open your heart and connect with others. Yeah, express your creative self. You guys are running from love, but for some of you guys, you're running from love. This could even be love of self. And that's where your passion lies. That's where your creativity lies. That's where your life is going to change for the better. Okay. Star power. Look at that. Become an influencer of the company and earn fame and popularity. Transformation changes the natural order of things. I feel like you guys are coming to a point in your life where the old just is not making sense anymore. And as I say that, look at that. The past. Really? You can't make it up. The time has come to release the past. Okay? Release what has been familiar and comfortable and embrace something different. And that's when your life changes. Pile number 3. That's when your life changes. But you can't be afraid of change. You know? All right, we're going to get one more card from, I think this is the Archangel Raphael. Gratitude. You attract more blessings when you appreciate your current blessings. And I don't know why this keeps coming out. Some of you guys are running away from a great love. Okay, you're taking this person for granted, whatever the case may be. Be grateful that the divine brought you this person, because this person is meant to be a blessing to you. Appreciate them for that. For some of you guys, this is the person who's helping you shift into this new reality and let go of things that are hurting you. So be thankful that God has placed this person on your path instead of running away from it and fearing them and fearing change, because this is very beautiful, whatever this is. And if it's not like an actual person, it's, even if it's not romantic, it could be like a platonic friend. It could be a family member who has already separated themselves from a certain toxic family dynamic. Okay. And they're trying to give you advice and you're like, I don't know, they've always been the weird family member, right? Nobody's ever liked this one, but this is the person you're going to learn the most from. Okay. And guys want to be happy. You're going to be happy by following people who have learned to embrace themselves, who are living in their own authenticity and are not people pleasing or trying to appeal to other people. You have to be vulnerable. Listen to your vulnerable feelings. We just were talking about that, as they contain wisdom and inspiration, and then pray for strength to focus on your priorities no matter what. So like I said, some of you guys you're surrounded by people who have no direction. Okay, I'm sorry to say it, but you know that may be the case for a lot of you guys. And you are this gem. You're meant to go places that these people can't, don't want to, you know what I mean? But will block you from getting there. The more you hang around them, the more you're around them, the more you absorb their energy. You know, it's just not good. Okay. But your spirit guides see you as being led away from these people, okay, and connecting more with your divine aspect, as well as growing some sort of backbone to stand up for yourself, okay? All right, so pile number 3, we're going to leave it there. That has been your reading. If you guys resonated with it, don't forget to like, comment, and or subscribe. And I hope to see you guys on another one. Oh, before we end the reading, guys, don't forget to email me a screenshot of your subscription to my channel to be entered into a raffle for a free reading. I'm choosing 3 people. The email address is 11 cosmic.mirrors11@gmail.com. Just email me. You can put anything as the subject, like contest for free reading or energy healing session, and just send me a screenshot of you being subscribed to the channel. And I'm going to be selecting a winner randomly. But also I'm doing $5 one question readings for a limited time, as well as half off my other services. So check that out if you're interested. If not, I hope to see you guys on another reading. Thanks for watching. Bye.